If you're an online fitness trainer and you're running live sessions, you're going to want to watch today's session. So this is the first day of the 5-day SMS Hero Challenge, where we're going to be talking about profitable fitness and how to make your business online profitable by getting more people to attend your live sessions. So I just want to get the presentation going, and then I'm going to take you into today's material, which today you're going to learn one simple thing, one easy thing that anyone can do in their business. So I asked you, if you're an online coach and you're trying to get people into your Zoom sessions, I'm not sure if you know this, but people don't know when you're online unless you are on LinkedIn or Facebook exactly at the time when you go live. No one's going to know that you're there. LinkedIn doesn't email them, it doesn't send them a text, it doesn't ping a noise in their browser or their headphones. You just silently appear online. This is a very strange way to do marketing without telling people that you're actually going online. Now, there's a tool you can use that is hands down the best way to alert people to the fact that you are running a live session right now. And it's using SMS. I'm going to take you through quickly why this is the case. Now, you don't have to be afraid to use SMS to tell people that you are going live on social media. SMS is a very powerful marketing channel and has been used to build businesses worth billions of pounds of value. Many years ago, I worked in a business and actually saw firsthand a business unit build a £100 million per year business line on SMS alone. It was in marketing, £100 million just on SMS. Now, the key thing with SMS is it's okay to text people, but there are things that it's not okay to do, as has become evidenced by the new GDPR laws and so on. You do not spam people, ever. You never send people an unsolicited message that they don't want, because you will cheese them off. You will annoy them so much that they will actually go and complain, and you could get into trouble for that. Now, you need some protection to make sure that that doesn't happen. So in the course of this week, I'm going to tell you about an insurance that you can get for just £35 a year that covers you for any GDPR related data that's in your business. So you're going to have to stick around to learn that on one of the later days in the week. So no spam is your first rule. The second thing is SMS is not like TV and radio and print broadcast advertising, you might call it, which you could liken to a shotgun. You don't just load it and shoot. SMS needs to be very targeted. So targeted, in fact, that you don't send it to people who don't know about you. You just don't do it, because it's a waste of money, beside being the risk. There's a story about how to sell a lot of hamburgers. A guy called Gary Halbert was a very well-known marketer. He wrote a book, How to Sell a Lot of Hamburgers. To do this, he asked people, if you have a hamburger stand, and I did when I actually left school, I ran one and made some good money out of it. He said, how do you know to sell a lot of hamburgers? People responded with, it's the sauce, it's the lettuce, it's the bun, it's the meat recipe. They were all wrong. They were focusing on the product. And this applies to any product or service. If you want to sell a lot of something, you need to know where the hungry market is. And I saw that firsthand in my burger stand, because on the days where I attended art shows and exhibitions where there were thousands of people with their kids and families ravenous at lunch, there were queues, and we sold thousands of bread rolls with sausage and burgers in them. On days where I sat the van where there was no one around, it was me who ate the stock. So you don't want to be in that position. You want to be selling to people who are starving, hungry for your product. So where are they? Where are these groups of people that you should be marketing to? So that's a really good story. If you look up Gary Halbert's How to Sell to a Hungry Market. So you need to figure out where your customers are at. Where do they hang out? What are they discussing? Now, SMS is not for doing that. SMS comes in and texting comes in after you've found people who are in your market. So there are stages to doing this. SMS is for converting lookers into buyers. Your hungry people are on Facebook and LinkedIn. There are over 2.25 billion people on Facebook and nearly 700 million on LinkedIn. Now, just the statistics on LinkedIn alone, there's only 1% of people that are active on LinkedIn. And that means busy doing something, looking for customers. So if you go on LinkedIn and you start looking for customers, you're going to stand out by a mile, head and shoulders above everybody else. And that's what you needed to do in marketing. Your business has to be seen that much better than any of your competitors. Now, LinkedIn is the ideal place. It's hands down the easiest place to start doing this. But this is not an overnight cure. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. This is marketing. It takes time to build a brand, to build trust, to get known, and then people to like you enough so that they buy from you. But if you don't start, you're never going to get to that point of success. You know, they say success is built on 10 years of failures. Overnight success is built on 10 years of failures. And for many businesses, that is true. Hope you get success in a lot quicker than 10 years. But in the course of this week, in the session that we're running on the Profitable Fitness 5-Day Challenge, I'm going to be showing you how to find your ideal customers, where they're hanging out, ideas where you can use to go and tap into their conversations that they're having in their heads. So today's task, there's only one thing for you to do. All you have to do is comment below this video a #yes or a #no, depending on whether you use SMS and texting in your business. Now, I mean SMS on a mobile phone, not WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger and chat apps like that. I mean SMS text messaging. If you're using it already, comment #yes and share some ideas as we go through this week, and I'll share some ideas with you as to how you can improve what you're already doing. If you're not using it, just comment #no, and I'll know how to tune what I'm saying in so it helps you more. Otherwise, we're going to dive straight into the meat of the content, and you may get lost a little bit. So tell me a little bit about where you are. Tell me yes or no, you're using SMS or not using it. So that's the task for today. The last thing is, remember that SMS is 5 times better at getting opened than email. 5 times more people will open an SMS than will read an email. So it stands to reason then, why would you not send them an SMS message to tell them when you go live online? It makes so much sense. You're literally losing sales if you don't tell people that you are online. And SMS is hands down the best way to do it. Tomorrow we'll dive into this a little more in detail. So I'm going to keep this short to try and stay in the 10-minute limit for LinkedIn. And if you have any questions, just pop them below in the comments.